Well, yesterday slash last night I dragged home the last two tractors that I had to pick up. The engine that's now in that yellow hydro drive was one of the SS16s. That's the second one, and that's the David Bradley 725. I have not looked over this SS16 at all yet. I don't know absolutely a thing about it. So far I can tell that the gas tank is extremely rusty inside. The transaxle basically does not want to shift. I mean, it will, but it's very, very stiff. I don't have a whole lot of hope for this thing actually, because it sat outside just as long as the SS16 that engine came out of. Even though that one does run, it does smoke, it does burn oil, and it does have a lot of blow-by. But it came with a fairly decent 48-inch deck. The spindles are pretty well stuck in it. Footboard is bent down pretty bad. And there's just random battery cables all over the place, and the wiring in this tractor's not the greatest. But anyways, that's all I've really got for this tractor. This David Bradley came from the same place, and as you can tell, it has seen better days. I mean, that is the inner tube right there. The inner tube's still fine, but the tire is far from it. When I first loaded this tractor up, it did not roll. Nothing moved on it. I mean absolutely nothing. I pulled the old belts off because the belts are mostly broken and they're stuck to the pulleys, and now this spindle moves. The center spindle moves with the mule drive. That's the only belt that's left on this tractor, and the other spindle moves. For those that are wondering, it is a 63 725, not a 64, and it does have twin brakes on each rear wheel that are free. It has the lower mount for the 3-point. It's hard to see because of the sun. There's part of it, but I am missing the top part of the 3-point. The deck engagement lever does work now that I've got it all freed up. The deck drops down just fine and whatnot. It's kind of hard to operate one hand since there's no lift assist springs on it. The bearings in this sheave pulley are pretty well shot because it goes all over the place and it kind of sort of rolls. That pulley's fine. That one that's down here, that one there is stuck. The drive to the rear end spins, and the tractor does try and roll forwards, because as soon as I took the belts off, I got this tractor to roll. The backup wheel, that spins free. The little idler down here, it spins, but the bearings are crusty. Pull rope is stuck out, and the starter clutch down in here is broken, as you can see. So overall, the tractor is pretty complete, and the engine is actually not stuck in it. And it still has the original air cleaner with the snorkel on it. If memory serves me right, someone told me that they're kind of hard to find. The drive pulley is broken. As you can see, half the sheave here is missing, but the engine turns over just fine. From what I can tell, it's the original model 19 7.25 horse Briggs. I cannot get the gas cap off by hand. I'll have to use a pair of pliers. But the question is, lawn ornament, or do I try and get this thing going again? That's the big question. So let me know what you guys think on this one, and I'll show you the couple other finds. As you guys know, I don't know if I made a video on this 1979 Toro Whirlwind push mower. But I really have a fond liking for the styling of these mowers. And in my buddy's barn, I found this older Toro, and it's pretty much all there. Carburetor and all that, and it is a 19-inch. So now I have the 19 and the 21 in this deck style, and then this 21, plus a 21-inch steel deck mulcher. So I've got a total of 4 vintage Toros, and my dad bought this deck for his custom because we've been working hard on it last couple days, and we got it pretty much all put together. We just need to get a plug for the hole for the lights, since this tractor is a pull start only. The dashboard and front grille are off the original tractor, and the hood is off of this tractor. That's the hood off the other tractor. That front grille looks decent, but you can tell there's a chunk missing out of it, so we decided to use the better one. And this dashboard, even though it's been repainted, it looks a lot better than this one. The decals are just peeling, and so that's why we opted to switch it out. We switched out the deck lever to one that works, and also got the tires swapped over onto the original rims. And these are not actually Sears tires. For anyone wondering, they are General brand tires. I don't think you can get these anymore. These tires like to be pretty old, and they are very thick tires. I mean, they were hard to get onto the rims, let alone get them off the old rims that are right there. So, yep, that's all I've got for you guys. A little bit of a longer update than usual, but let me know what you guys think on these projects. Stay tuned.